First of all, I'm super excited to bring in Kim Peterson, who's going to talk a little bit about ChatGPT as your fundraising assistant. Take it away, Kim.
My name is Kim Peterson. I'm a fundraising consultant. My business is called Cedar Fundraising. Today, I'm going to demonstrate the best way I have found to use ChatGPT as your fundraising assistant. And specifically, I'm going to show you how building a custom GPT for your nonprofit will help you in all kinds of fundraising tasks, from grant writing to fundraising appeals and building strategy. Uh, First, a GPT is an interface pre-trained on data to understand and produce natural language. So in other words, you ask it questions, it gives you answers, right? And most of us have had the chance to try this out with ChatGPT or another AI tool. For ChatGPT, if you open a new chat, you can ask it questions and it answers drawing from information it finds across the whole internet. So the more precise you are when asking the questions or making a request, your prompts, the better answers you're going to get. On ChatGPT, if you have a paid subscription, you can create your own GPT that hosts a specific knowledge base or perform a specific task based on the instructions that you give it. So it makes sense that if you're asking the same question or performing the same task over and over, it can be easier and give you more quality responses if you build a custom GPT to suit your needs. So, as someone who works with many organizations, small nonprofits, one of the tasks I do all the time is build a case for support, which we can use as a source document for all kinds of fundraising activities. So, this source document answers some key questions about an organization, things that you need to articulate all the time when communicating with funders and donors. And this document will also usually include information on programs, the impact of community support, all that great stuff. Since I build these all the time, use them all the time in my work, I built a GPT that produces a mini case for support in a format that I like and can use all the time in the work that I do. Now, it saves me a ton of time and it helps me to communicate the impact of an organization really quickly in a lot of different contexts. So when I built this GPT, I provided it with some instructions and background information that sound a lot like the prompts you are maybe used to creating. So on the screen here, I just have a recorder of the GPT in action, so you can see how it works. In the back end, I told it what kind of expertise I wanted it to encompass, a framework. I instructed it to collect specific information and ask specific questions that I usually ask when developing a case for support. And then I also asked for a specific output and the format for that output. So you can see it's filling out the format here as I requested. Now, when I start the GPT, I simply copy paste all kinds of information that an organization will provide to me from a website, from previous grant applications, strategic documents. And then I can also add my own notes based on interviews and meetings. And then the GPT will reorganize the information from here. And then the great thing is that from this document that I create, from this chat that I've initiated, I can then ask it to do all kinds of other fundraising tasks and create all kinds of other fundraising documents that are useful. So here I've got it creating a donation page based on a prompt that I've created. And you can see that based on the information and the case for support that it's produced, it's now producing a first draft of a donation page that I can use in a campaign. So if you don't have a paid subscription for OpenAI, you can still use my GPT and try it out. I've got the link to access it at the bottom here. I'm also going to throw it in the chat after I'm done talking. If you do have a paid subscription, you can actually go one step further and create your own GPT and use it as an ongoing fundraising assistant that you can keep a repository of all the information that you have on your organization, on your programs, on your impact. And then you can query it and ask it to help you write things like grant applications or developing a pitch deck. So you can see some of the queries I have here at the bottom. This is an example of a custom assistant that I made for one of my clients and that we can use all the time now in different contexts. And you can go ahead and try it out yourself to see if you can create your own custom GPT for your organization.
That's super cool. Thank you so much for basically showing us how you use ChatGPT in that way and for sharing out the link so we can actually try this out ourselves. I think that's going to be a fabulous thing for us to keep ourselves busy this weekend.